This is literally like my first
There we
time.
go.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, yeah. This is my first time doing a Discord or anything. I ain't never really.
Yeah, I tend to go to Discord because like it's to me it's just easier to get into. I don't gotta pay a Zoom call subscription. That's dreadful sometimes. Um.
Nah,
So yeah,
really, I was thinking it was a scam. That's why I was like, let me just make sure this guy ain't gonna be.
I get that. Yeah, I can get that how that comes out. Yeah, yeah,
I was like, all right, let's get down to the bottom of it. Do I gotta pay for something? It's
yeah.
just like,
Nah,
hey, what's up?
we didn't in the beginning of this we didn't really get that a lot, but more
Mm-hmm.
recently in the past couple months we started to get that a bit. Like, oh, is this a scam? Like, no, this is just literally we just interview.
Cause bro, you don't get people like reach out on a daily basis on
Right.
some bullshit. Like, hey, I work for Complex. I work for Rolling Stone. I want to write an article on you. It's gonna cost you $2,000. Bro, get up mine.
No.
Yeah, it's just daily basis.
Mm-mm-mm. No. That's not something to worry about. That's something I try to make sure that we differentiate ourselves. Like, there's so many other platforms where they invite artists, they interview with artists, and such. But there's always a cost behind it. There's always this, that, and third behind it. And I feel like it's not genuine connections being made through each platform. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like, and sure, our thing is a list full of questions, but in the midst of these questions, based off your answers, we can start a whole, different conversation.
Conversation. Yeah.
And that's what the connections is made from. I try to go in like I'll see some things on the page, or kind of note some things sometimes, but for the most part, going to interviews, I try to like go in it more fresh. Like
Mm-hmm.
same way anyone coming over here to view the video is getting to know you who you are. We're also getting to know who you are. So the questions I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking is also not just coming from whoever else wants to take interest, but also us. Like I want to all feel fresh. Like I'm here to really get to know you right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, that's where the questions come from. All right. Welcome back, Yard Talk. It's me, Big T. Got my co-host right here, Key STAAXZ. Y'all already know. And you know what? The feeling is over. So come on over here. Pull up to exit 42. We got my boy K-Luv right down here.
Mm-hmm. You already
Yeah,
know in the building
yeah,
or in the room.
yeah. So K-Luv, what's the idea behind the name?
My real name is Aaron Keith. My last name is obviously Keith. When I was in middle school, like I had like two girlfriends or something at the same time. My auntie just started calling me K-Love, so I was like, all right. When I decided to be an artist, just took that one.
Okay. So what's your startup journey like? Like, did you have to go out and go to certain studios? Did you know somebody, or did you get your own equipment?
So I started off. I really wanted to be an artist since I was like a little kid. And I saw like my mom took me to like a little Bow Wow concert, and ever since that day, I might have been like 4. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to be. But I really started when I was about 17 years old. It was a guy by the name of Nick White, God rest his soul. He put a FL Studio on my computer, and like I just started messing around with it. So it's like kind of figured out how to make beats, and then like the first 4 beats I ever made, I sent them to this guy Tom G. He's like pretty big in Tampa. He's like one of the biggest artists in Tampa, and he liked every last one of them. I was like 17 years old, and that just kind of gave me the motivation. And then I started realizing I'm just like, all right, well, the reason why I started making beats was like I went on YouTube. Beats was like they was charging like $2,000 a beat. I looked up studio prices. They was like, yeah, $75 an hour to get inside a studio. I'm like, damn, if I ever really want to make it, I got to get at least like 10,000 hours in. I got to learn how to do this shit myself. So I really just like buckled down, learn how to make beats, learn how to record myself, learn how to mix, master. And then now you're just seeing like the combination, everything, like 10 years of experience come together.
Right. The term. There's a term. Scare money don't make no money, but there's a limit to that, though. I would personally
That's
say there's a limit to that. We shouldn't have to, break an arm and a leg just to get it through.
Facts. At 17, I was like, I have no money. I gotta figure this shit out. I really just, you know what I'm saying?
Not for sure. Now, I mean, you saw the intro, like the way I introduced you, man. Like, I had to name some of your songs. Exit 42, The Feeling Is Over. Like, come on, yo,
Yeah.
you could sing, my boy. You could sing.
Appreciate that. I be trying.
Yeah. I don't think. I think you are first like male singer. Like I know you rap too. You just kind of you're very very versatile. So you're not just a singer. You're not just a rapper. An
Mm-hmm.
artist. You know, all around. And
Appreciate it.
that's what I definitely love about everything I've heard.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure.
What's some of your like personal favorite songs that you've put out?
Uh, honestly, God, like I be loving the song all the way up until I put it out. It's like it's my favorite song all the way up until it drops. Then it's like whenever it does drop, it's like however well it does. I kind of see like what the vibe is. Like Exit 42 definitely my favorite one right now, mainly just because it's doing the best. Then it's like little ones in between like DTF or like some of like the more personal ones like the one I just dropped. I think it's called like my brother called or like the what was I said Fine by Myself.
Yeah,
Like I dropped. I had a plan last year to like literally drop a song every Friday, like for this whole all 2024.
I
So I just,
I see that
what I'm saying?
consistency. It's going crazy. Yeah.
I honestly need to do a little bit more. Like people keep saying, like, listen, you're not blowing because you're not posting every single day. I'm like, I don't even got that many ideas. I got to figure that shit out.
Well, I also say, I mean, consistency is key, but at the same time, also, you don't want to,
Quality, yeah.
yeah, make sure quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Quality over quantity. You don't want to scramble your brain up trying to push all this content out so fast. You know,
Facts, facts, facts.
because that's one thing I've kind of felt about. Like, there's certain artists like NBA YoungBoy, Drake, um, artists like that. They continuously put projects out. So when I listen to the projects and songs, I can't differentiate what's a classic and what's not a classic. Because they're
Mm-hmm.
so all close together. Like, you know, um, but when it's spaced out, you get time to let that one song or one project marinate over time. You can really sit
Mm-hmm.
with it, and then it could become a classic.
I would even say like you don't even need to put out projects no more, especially when you just start. Because like nobody's really gonna listen to the whole entire project unless you already have a fan base. It's like I
Exactly.
feel like you get more love off of just pushing one song or something, just seeing which one's gonna stick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are some of your inspirations? Like friends, family, or even artist wise?
I mean, like I said, my boy Nick White, back when I was 17 years old, he gave me FL Studio, so that just kind of gave me the motivation. Tom G, obviously, he was really just as big as Drake in Tampa, Florida. I promise you. Like I literally, when I was 14, 15, I would have thought he was Drake. He was like the fact that he held my beat so young, just like okay, this is actually a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Then I got signed pretty early as like a producer, so that was like a good motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to fly up, meet. I didn't actually meet Kanye, but got to work on Donda, things like that. So it's eye opening experiences, like just let you know like where things could possibly go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. What would you say your top five artists are?
Drake, number one. I know he's going through his shit right now. Probably Chris Brown, a bunch of toxic niggas right there. Um, I hate to say the third one too, but Tory too. Listen, all these people, their personality just, but their music is like is on point. You know what I'm saying? So them are top
Yeah.
three. Probably J. Cole after that. Then maybe Future for number five.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just instantly, yeah.
Yeah, I see
And
that.
it changes. It changes on like different, different times of the year,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. One point it was Nudie. I thought Nudie was like the rawest nigga ever.
Right. What project, or I mean, what song? My apologies, because I didn't really put a project out yet. Yet, like full project.
I
Um.
got I got like two or three of them out.
Oh yeah. I gotta
Mhm.
go back to check. I was just kind of.
I got so many. I know
I
it's
went.
hard to
I
keep
went
up
through
with.
most of this. It's like so much. It's like, oh god, what's what? But
No, I feel
out of the projects or even the singles you drop, um, what would you say has been like something you put more emotion into, the most emotion into?
most emotion into. Define like emotion. You mean like which one do I care the most about?
Whether, yeah, which one you care most about? You know, which one when recording it, which one took a lot out of you?
The ones okay, they haven't dropped yet. I could say the ones that are like they're more like I have one that's like sounds just like the weekend. Like I literally call it the Birds Part Three. Like he has like Part One and Part Two. That one was pretty deep. I have another one's called like Be Okay. They're like breakup songs. You know, just talking about like how you going through your mess, whatever it's called, and just like how you feel about it. I could say Fine by Myself. Like I recorded that within the last month that I just dropped recently. That one's pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? That's like talking about real stuff. Everything is like I'm speaking about like real life situations, but it's not necessarily like one person. It's more like a combination of like, okay, this girl, that girl, this girl. You know what I'm saying? Just put it all in one song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like yeah, something like that.
Okay. With your great sound that's coming out, you know, you could fool some people and say like, yeah, you're under a label, but is that something you would do, or would you,
Uh,
stay independent?
I mean, it's like I got deals on the table, possibly. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's honestly just whatever happens. I'm at the point where just like nothing in this world is promised to me, so I'm just like I'm willing to accept whatever comes my way. You know what I'm saying? If it means I'm staying independent the whole time, I'm with it. If it means like go and get the bag, go and get the money, I'm with that either. Like so couple people reached out to me from well, probably shouldn't say, but just a couple big labels reached out to me recently. They're just they want to. It's a weird way they got to build artists. Like they want to see like a consistent chart growth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's say, okay, perfect example. Like Wide Body Benz, that was a smash. That was the first song I dropped this year. But then the next song it went like down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that doesn't really look good on paper, I guess. So they want a guy that's like straight up like the whole entire time. Like every song, if you had 2,000 views on this one, the next one gotta have three, four, five. It's like example like Ice Spice. She didn't just drop with Munch. Shorty had like mixtapes before that shit. But when she got signed, they took all that shit down. So now, because she's not a consistent growth, we're just gonna start you from zero and we're gonna grow you like that. So that's kind of in a position I'm in right now. So like these, I guess 52 weeks in a year, 52 songs I'm dropping this year. More than likely, I'm gonna take majority of them down, figure out the best ones, stick with that, and then once they get all the contracts and shit figured out, then it might be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might take everything down. I might start from zero. I might just go off of that. It really just depends.
Yeah.
Do I want to go a label situation? I'm the type of person where it's like, listen, you give me the money, I'll figure out how to double it. Honestly, that's how I feel. So it's like, it's just really just like a loan you get from a bank, and you technically don't have to pay it back the same way. You know what I'm saying? So as
Mm-hmm.
long as you doing money and like, I don't even blowing on like a whole bunch of stupid shit, I think I'll be alright.
Yeah. I think it also, just kind of depends how everything plays out. It's got to fit both agendas, both you and the label. Um,
Facts.
and I just started peeping some comments, with the Kendrick situation, but I had a response in my head. I just didn't want to respond to it, but this is my response to it. They said, but Drake is doing more numbers. I'm like, numbers and all that shit and sales. That's a
Mm-hmm.
label thing. That's not an artist thing. There are
Mm-hmm.
artists that do care about the sales, that care about the numbers. But
Mm-hmm.
me personally, a genuine artist doesn't give a fuck about the sales. They care about the people they can touch. I mean, I don't want to say fully not give a fuck, but like, I mean,
Like, we
obviously
want to
there's
get paid.
shits right. You want to get paid, so sales come and play.
Yeah.
But are usually sometimes our also main intent, the overlapping intent, but like they're kind of like on par, is to also connect, be able to, have something
You
for
want
people to
to
connect with.
next. Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand that. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like the reason for it is just like you want to be able to connect with as many people as possible. Some people make songs just for themselves. I tend to make songs for like other people. That's why I said like I don't really know if I once a song drops, I see what songs other people like, and that's what made me like them more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, so you guys really resonated with this one versus this one. It just I don't know. I just kind of feel like I like that one a little bit more because y'all like it.
Yeah. And there's a lot that goes into making music. There's a lot, like a lot that goes into making music. But there's two that I just kind of want to set in part, just to kind of shorten it. One of
Mm-hmm.
them's being the writing process. So, what's your writing process like?
Depends on the song. Usually I just yeah, depends on the beat, depends on the song. If it's like a singing song, freestyling, I don't really write. If it's like a J. Cole kind of vibe, like street Kodak kind of vibe, I might write, I might freestyle. If I'm doing some real deal bars, like you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get like some punchlines and shit, I'm gonna have to write that down because I gotta like really think about that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I just like, I record myself, so it's like I got plenty of time to do whatever. I literally it was at one point in time I didn't have a studio, so I was like just recording inside my car at the airport. They just set up my mic and I was just out there for like 8 hours a day type shit, just doing whatever. So just freestyling, top of my head, just punching in. You can really call that writing for real, because like
Yeah,
you really writing as you say it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh,
It is a form of writing in a sense. Yeah. Like, people can freestyle, but then you go back and write it down. So, like, is it really a freestyle?
yeah, exactly. Like I can't like top of my head freestyle, but like I can punch in and just keep coming up with lines to finish a song. So that's really what I do. Kind of like the old Wayne method.
Yeah. Man, Wayne's mind is crazy. How he can't keep up with all lyrics.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Fun
yeah,
fact. Fun fact. Ever since Wayne came out, every project he's ever dropped, it doesn't have any sales under 100,000
that's fire.
within first week.
That's the goal. That's the goal right there.
Yeah.
That's called a strong fan base. He built up for over 20 years.
Yeah. Every project 100,000 sales first week. I'm like, yo, what?
I don't even know if that's possible for new artists.
Oh,
It's just like such a hard thing to do.
very.
I feel like streams maybe, but like sales, that's a whole different
Right.
thing.
Right. Damn. We gotta keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing though. We're gonna keep pushing.
Mhm.
The other part I want to kind of say is obviously you got the lyrics, you got that part down, but then there's the beat, there's the sound behind it. How would you say that your beat choices have evolved since you started to now?
Um, I used to make everything myself, like just straight all my shits I made the beats for. Eventually, I got to the point where just like I realized that the power of working with other people, it creates like a story. You know what I'm saying? So like even if it's some kid that just like how Tom G reached out to me when I was 17 years old, that's a story. You have no idea who Tom G was, and I just brought it to you guys because of this is what we talking about. I think that's the power of like just reaching out to people. Sometimes I get emails inside my DM or like my whatever, like people just sending beats like just for me to hop on. I've gone a lot more collaboration route because it creates more stories and it helps out over time. So I would say like just like I'm still picking beats that I like. I'm really hop on whatever I'm feeling that day. I made so many R&B songs. I need to make some hard shit. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the vibe, how I'm feeling that day. But I would say I'm reaching out a lot more to people that's around me. A lot of it comes from YouTube though, but I still reach out to those producers too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How would you say some of like your songs and projects how what kind of impact have you been and feedback have you been getting?
Okay, so my first three projects, absolutely none. You know what I'm saying? That was like just local. I was at FAMU. Like, what's it called? A few of my friends heard it. I might have ran some ads on it back in the day. I figured out how to run ads too, so I got pretty good at that. That was alright. And then like after my last project, I called it Rich Off Melodies, and I realized that like people only listen to the first three songs. That's when I was like, I should just drop singles, like because nobody's making it past the first three songs. Even if like no matter how much money I put into this, they don't know who I am yet. So let me just figure out what sound I want to go with, figure out what's gonna stick. So I would say like my two biggest songs right now. One is the one with this girl named Big Brit. She's popping in Tampa. She's like the sexy red of Tampa right now. Dope. I basically we left. I was in Atlanta. We had like some little showcase up there. On the road back, I was like, damn, I gotta make some songs for Brit or some beats for Brit. And I was like, I think she'll be dope with some Trina type vibes. So I literally made the beat inside the car, and then I like wrote down the lyrics. I'm like, damn, I'm finna do this. Like we finna just do a song together. I know it's gonna hit in Tampa, and it did. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's probably my biggest one. It's twerk song. I already know how my city goes. Twerk songs. That's just gonna hit. It's not necessarily my vibe, but I know it's gonna hit, and I still like seeing the reactions of people from when they see it too. So that's the biggest one. Then the other one is like Exit 42. I had this mentor. His name was Knowledge. He was pretty big in like Boston and like New York area. He was like a dancehall kind of singer. He like he basically told me, he was like, bro, when you're like making songs, make it about like real life people. Kind of like Drake does it a lot. Like when I met Stacy, whatever his name is, Stacy at the Beverly Hills Center and Arena in California, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about like, the Beverly Hills in California on the street, and he's like Stacy that works there. That's like an actual person, an actual place, and blah blah blah. He was like incorporate like more real life shit into your music because it helps people connect with it. So Exit 42, just on some just on some trying shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that's the exit for West Tampa. So like that's where I'm from. That's why I did the video in front of the West Tampa Tower. A lot of the things that I'm saying in there, like I took it back to Art streets in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people were just like that shit blew up because like they know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people feel some type of way. It's like a real big beef going on between West Tampa and East Tampa right now. So it's like I see a whole bunch of jits in my DMs talking about you were op, but you sliding. I'm like, bro, I'm too old for that shit. I don't know nothing about that. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I can see like we're talking about real shit, how that shit blows up. I'm like, okay, I need to do this shit a little bit more often. Like talk about like what's actually going on in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. I love that kind of that definitely aspect. That's one thing always hip hop has always been about, is just talking about reality, their reality, which comes in different shapes and forms. But at the end of the day, it's all it it's rhythm. Life has a rhythm to it, has patterns to it. So it all kind of relates to everybody in one way or another.
Mm,
That's what I love about music. It's definitely what I love about music. But I
facts,
got
facts.
one of our first big questions. One of our first big questions that we usually ask.
Mm.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully on tour. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I still have like a long career. But is Future like 40 years old? He's still on tour.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, so hopefully I still be on tour doing artist shit, whatever.
What you talking about Future? What about Lil Wayne now?
Oh yeah, exactly. Wayne like damn near. No, Wayne and Future the same age.
Ah, dang it, dang.
Yeah, I think they're the exact same age. If Future 40, Wayne is 40. They just
Wow,
look
that's wild.
drugs, man.
Drugs.
Yeah, but they the same age. It just Wayne. We've known him a lot longer, but they're the same
Yeah,
age.
yeah. Damn. I got a good one. Jay-Z.
Man, Jay-Z about to go down.
Jay-Z. Sit this one out. Let the new ones come in. Come on. Nah. You
Nah,
know.
Jay-Z about to go down with all this stuff that happened to Diddy. It's a matter of time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know when it's gonna be, but
Mm.
boy, boy, that shit gonna be crazy.
Yep. Mm. If this was tea, yeah. Mm. That's what I gotta say. So,
But yeah,
what are some major life experiences that have a major role in your music?
define that. Like, what do you mean by that?
Like any parts of your life that inspire the music you put out?
Yeah, it's a lot of things. I mean, I guess like I said earlier, just like real life shit. Like, relationships. That's obviously a big thing. Like a lot of my songs is like what I went through in relationships. Ups and downs. I talk about that a lot. Talk about my family a lot. Like, my father wasn't really a part of my life like that. So that's a few of my songs mention that. recently was like a crazy ass week in Tampa. My cousin just got shot and killed, so that was like, I know that's going like, I want to talk about that eventually. Come to terms with that. It's been,
Yeah.
I know if you heard about Fulio too. It's just like
Yeah.
it's been 5 murders in the city in the past week. Like I don't know what the hell is going on right now. So it's like you gotta come to terms with that type of shit when you see it online, you see it everywhere else, but then like when it actually hits your family, it's like, damn, this shit real. You know what I mean? So I would say like just living and having experiences like I'll do weird shit. Like I like if I've been in the house or I work for too long, I'll go to like a strip club just to like have an experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, or I go out to like the clubs or like Ebor or something just to be like, all right, I talked to a pretty girl. I met the DJ, I did this, I did that, now I can write about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I'm just like if I'm sitting at work all day long, if I'm just, at the house all day long, I ain't got no experiences, there's nothing really to write about. I have to like literally go out and live them.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Oh, she got the drink. Oh. Oh, what we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
you made it right.
I'm working on some wine today.
That's
Ooh.
fine.
Some
Okay.
pineapple wine.
Yeah.
It's like 99.
That's how you turn up. Yeah. That's how we do it here. So, with all them skills you got, what you do to like, what kind of exercises do you do, or if you do any kind of exercises to maintain your vocals?
No. Not a goddamn thing. I went to school for that, if that's what you want to say.
That's something.
Like, I mean, I love family. That's all I'm gonna say. But I learned everything just through trial and error. I would say just it's me just trying stuff on my own, getting better.
Yeah.
They taught me how to like. I say FAMU if anything, like the music courses I had over there. They taught me how to hear stuff a lot better. So like, I'm really good at like knowing notes and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. But as far as like developing my skills, that's all on me. You know what I'm saying? It kind of has to be like, they'll teach you what the instrument is or like how to play it, but it's on you to really learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, what would you say? What are some of your strengths and weaknesses when it comes down to music?
Right? I really can do anything for dirt cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like I can produce and do all this stuff at such a high volume. Like I can beat all these other artists out. Literally, I videos shooting myself. I literally got like a whole tripod somewhere in this bitch. I set that shit up, edit it myself. I
Yeah.
record myself. I can make my own beats if I wanted to. Can engineer the shit, mix and master them, drop it myself, run the ads myself. I'm just one man machine on this thing.
You
The
are going
disadvantage of
crazy.
that is
Yeah.
that like I said before, collaboration is a powerful thing. Nobody has any stories to tell me. It's just like now I just got a whole bunch of haters. It's just like this man he ain't that good. Blah 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 blah. Versus like me working with the kids and me working with whatever else to like now you're a part of my journey. So that's two things.
Yeah.
Um, other thing is like kind of shy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like every once in a while, like if it feel like I can get like a lot farther if I was like a lot more like outside. That's why I have to force myself to be outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really like I like fuck. I ain't been to anywhere in like a whole month. Let me go to the club. Let me go here. Let me go here just so I can be outside and mingle with people again. That's like honestly, I would say that's more important than everything else. Like just being outside, getting to know people, letting people know something about you besides the music.
Yeah.
That's probably like the biggest thing I'm working on.
I
It's
agree.
like stuff like this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was a struggle to even do this. Honestly, I was sitting here like,
I
whatever.
mean,
But we here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the reason why I started this. Like, because I'm working on music myself, and I'm just sitting there like my boy wanted me to kind of that's kind of influenced me to kind of want to start a YouTube. So I'm like,
Mm.
well, doing this, need connections. I don't like talking to people much, but this
Yeah, do what you
music is
do.
something I
Yeah.
love, and so it's like this came apart. I mean, this came part of everything.
Yep.
So I'm like, this is what works. You gotta in this industry, in the creative realm, you gotta figure out how to connect and collaborate with people.
Hmm.
Because if not, you're not gonna make it too far. That's how. I mean, that's my personal opinion. You can make it far by yourself, but it's gonna be a whole lot harder.
It's a saying. It's like if you want to go somewhere fast, do it yourself. But if you want to go far, you need a team.
Exactly. Exactly. Your personal opinion. What do you think are some of the pros and cons of the music industry?
Pros and cons.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many layers to the music industry. Like, which part are we talking about? Because it's like, are we talking about behind the scenes or like we talking about the artist? I know a little bit. I've been in both worlds, so I kind of
I would
just
say both.
it's not
I'd say both.
behind the scenes. There's no money. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no money in this shit. I know producers that have gotten placements with super duper major artists you can even think of. They had to wait 3 years for that shit, and it was on like $2,000. That's not worth it. Like it's like you really gotta like you almost gotta be in the inner circle to really make bread. You can't just be outside. You gotta like fully immerse and like get go to the places and be there around there 24/7. And even then, it's only like a time period. It's like hitting a lottery. It's like you're gonna hit it 1 or 2 times, and you gotta make sure you make the most out of it. So it's not really a lot of money unless you're like an executive. You really gotta you kind of gotta become a different person to make the real money, and you gotta step on a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people. I don't know if I want to go through that path. I've seen like a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like being signed and going to different various places and shit like that. I see a lot of people and I'm like, I don't really like this environment. You know what I'm saying? I don't like these people around me type shit. So it's like it's a lot of like hazing is like I guess a good word you can say for it. Like I don't know if you ever heard of like fraternities and sororities and stuff like that. Like really like a haze to like get in this shit. Even like Timbaland, he wrote like a book about it. Like his experiences. He's another one that's gonna go down eventually. He's fucking weird ass. But he like his experience. He was writing like how he was signed to Josie, like with
Mm-hmm.
Casey and JoJo and them.
Yeah.
So like Devontae Swing was like the main producer for them, and he was like telling like he literally had them locked in the basement, wasn't feeding them. They had struggled to get money and struggled to get food and shit like that. I'm just like, yo, you was getting hated, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what people I was signed to was trying to do to me. I'm just like, bro, I'm not. I jumped out of it. So I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna get hazed to do this shit. It's stupid. I'm gonna just do this on my own. So it's like it's definitely like ain't no money in it, and then it's like everybody's like fighting to be. There's a lot of egos. Everybody's fighting to be number one on the back end part. The other side of it, like the artist side of it, that's I don't even necessarily say if I could say that's the music industry. That's more the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the artist side of it, the music comes second most of the time. Like yeah, people know you from your music, but they really care about you from everything else. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a few artists that we know them just for their music. It's a very small percentage of artists that we know just for the music. Everybody else we know them for something that they do. Even Drake at this point now, it's less about the music and more about the beef, which is cool. That's just how life works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kendrick, less about the music, more about the beef. But like, how many artists do you know where it's just about the music? Maybe like her. Her's like the only one.
I
I'm
think
like, okay, yeah, we care about her music. We don't really care about not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's not really about her the person. It's more about her music type shit. So I can say like being an artist, what we talking about? You said advantages and disadvantages, or just disadvantages?
Yeah. Both.
Both. Okay, so I just did disadvantages. So the disadvantages of being an artist is that like you have to play a character 24/7, and like you have to really like make sure that I don't know, like you kind of have to like be something that sells 24/7. You have to figure out a way to develop your character, and that's kind of hard to do for some people. Like it's not about just music anymore; it's about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And some people just have it naturally, some people just don't. Uh, Advantages is that like it still can be life changing. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. I would say like try to get your own leverage first before you sign something. That's my goal. Even though I have these whatever it's called deals on the table, I'm still putting out songs every week because you never know. Like if I can get one of these bitches to blow up on my own, now I got a bigger something more leverage with.
Right.
I did not gonna hit me with the, yeah, we're gonna give you $1 million or like $100,000, and then we're gonna take 10 million on the back end type, like, you know what I'm saying. But if I have my own shit, it's like it's more leverage.
Right.
So just the opportunities, and then it's just like you don't have to fucking work a 9 to 5. That's like you can make it in that shit.
Right.
Like I was just recording people for like the past couple of years. I just recently got a job because I was like, man, let me just try to see if I can stack like double the shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I got like a day job and I record people at night.
Yeah. Okay. That's definitely a thing I've been hearing around. Like, there's a lot of artists, um, mostly the 2010 artists, 2013, Schoolboy Q, artists way back then, that during that time, the 2010s basically. Most of them were the last artists who like really could just focus on putting out music. But now most artists today, we're kind of got to be content creators now.
Exactly.
Just to hold ourselves up, and not just content creators. We got to be able to be entrepreneurs within other businesses just to make everything work.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it's a lot.
I can't say whether or not it's harder or easier. I would say like the goal of an artist now isn't about the music; it's to develop a platform. Like your
Yeah.
name is synonymous with making money. So if Beyonce puts her name on anything, it's gonna make money. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. I think that's the goal of an artist nowadays. The music is like it's damn near promotion. Like, hey, I want to drop this new skincare line. Let me drop an album.
Right.
I feel like that's where shit is going nowadays.
Right. I know some of us are trying to separate that to where we can just focus on our businesses as our businesses. But when we put out music, we put out music in the set.
Mm-hmm.
Our businesses are something else different that we handle. That, yes, our face and name is on it, But it is a struggle to try to get that going, It's just, yeah, definitely. What would you say is something that could be done to continue to hold a certain shine on your city when it comes down to music, or to elevate that shine? Like, what is something your city needs to do musically to continue to hold that shine or to grow it?
That's an interesting one. I feel like we, as far as Tampa goes, hasn't developed the I don't know the right word for this. I want to say platform, but that's not like it. Like we haven't developed the systems for breaking artists yet. So like Atlanta, like if you go to Atlanta, they have 500 different studios, 500 different podcast plays, 500 different videographers. Whereas like you can really put a cool 5, 10 bands in Atlanta, and you gonna have a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa ain't like that. We got people that's popping. Like we got Doechii. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with her, low key. So it's like shit can happen, but she had to leave Tampa to get out to really blow up from here.
Exactly.
I would say like it needs to be an investment in the entirety of entertainment in Tampa. Like, you know what I'm saying? From studios to mainly podcasts. We really just need like places where artists can reach bigger masses. The best we got right now is like QC Media. It's like that's pretty big, and like I don't know if it's Florida like nationally, but it's kind of like STAAXZ, but like just for specifically Tampa stuff. But it's just getting bigger and bigger. But like we need more of that kind of stuff, and I don't even know if it's possible because like how big is Tampa really? But you know what I'm saying? That's probably the main thing. Just more platforms. As far as like it's a lot of different vibes down here. I say like anybody can make any kind of music. You can blow up wherever you are nowadays. It's just about how do people discover you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot easier other places than in Tampa.
Yeah, definitely. STAAXZ got
A lot of people.
STAAXZ got some shit on them.
Facts. A lot of people always be like, my city don't support me. My city don't support me. I'm just like, bro, you just don't know you. You gotta like expose yourself. That's the main thing. The hardest thing.
Definitely, because not everybody's gonna give you a handout like that. You gotta earn it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta earn it, or take that motherfucker. So, if you have gotten a chance to do shows, what is it like to do shows, and what do you do to prepare?
First things first, I'd be nervous. I've turned down so many shows just because one, I wasn't getting paid. But too, cause like it's just like man, I was just like my heart started beating too fast getting up on the stage. What I done recently was like I'm stiff, like I'm real stiff. Like I was never really good at dancing and shit. So I literally like enrolled in like a dance class. 'Cause I'm just like, all right, I'm finna fix this shit today. You know what I'm saying? So like one of the guys, I was trying to reach out to him. He's a little bit busy now. He did all the choreography for Dochi, like cause we was all like this little church band way back in the day. So like I reached out to him to try to like just like help me get like a little bit looser so I can be more have more of like a stage presence. I would say like just going on YouTube videos, just practicing in front of a mirror, like daily, like just trying to work on it. Honestly, I haven't had too many shows. I've been invited to a few, but like it's not like nothing serious. I really feel like I mean I got a plan to drop one to do a show pretty soon, like a big one, but it's still in the works.
Yeah.
So it's like just practice. I don't want to just be the rapper that goes on stage and just walks around and shit like that. It's boring as hell to me. Like I want to like really like
Put on performance.
really entertain her. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a process, but at the end,
Yeah.
it'll show out. It'll show out. Definitely. Now, some of these questions doesn't necessarily have to pertain exactly to music,
Mhm.
but they can if you wanted to. Starting off
Yeah.
with, what's the best advice you've been given?
Recently, praise God through it all. To me, that means so recently it's like sometimes life be life and a lot of shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I had two cars break down on me, and then my cousin just got shot like literally yesterday, 2 days ago. Crazy as fuck. I'm sitting here thinking like, why does all these bad things keep happening in my life? You know what I'm saying? Like why does all shit keep fucking up around me? And it got to the point I was on the phone with this girl, like and we even stopped talking, but it's a whole different story, a different way. And it's like basically she was like, you always looking at things like cup half empty. You know what I'm saying? Like how come you never switch that shit around? And it clicked inside my mind. I was like, I thought about the story of like Job in the Bible. I'm like, Job was, I don't really want to go too deep into that Christian stuff, but fuck it, we here. Like Job was like, he was a guy, he had it all, you know what I'm saying? God really blessed him in his life. He had like, house, servants, wife, rich guy. The devil was testing him. He was like, hey, bro, this man, I bet if he took all the shit away, he's not gonna like you no more. And like, basically, Job was just a guy who really lost it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, lost his wife, lost his kids, lost his fortune, lost everything. And then even he got like skin disease and stuff like that. And through all that shit, he still found a way to be like, God, I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a plan for it. And I appreciate like what you've done for me in my life. Me, being a realist, I'm just like, what the fuck was going through this nigga's head? Like, how the hell could you know what I'm saying? Like, this man took your wife, kids, house, everything, and you still sitting here like, I love God. Like, what? I really wish I can go back in time and like talk to him and just like, hey, yo, man, like, tell me what was on your brain. Like, how did you get through this? I feel like it comes to a point where it's like, it's either I'm gonna just hate this stuff, or what he said really was like, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. So he was basically saying like, you're not owed anything in this life. If you want to take it like in a grander perspective, you have to appreciate the things that you are given and appreciate the fact that you have the strength to get through the bullshit. So I'll say like the best advice I gotten recently was like praise God through it all. So like no matter what you're going through, still give him thanks because you know what I'm saying. You're not owed anything from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the world through cup half full kind of perspective.
Okay. Yeah. Just
Yeah, I got kind of deep there. Sorry.
they
Yeah.
little knowledge for y'all. Just keep that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that embedded in here and in here. Yeah. So, if sometimes some of us have our fantasies about wanting different artists to do songs together, are there any artists you would wish they would finally do songs together?
Man, I just wish all these artists would stay out of trouble. It's like I could say certain artists, but just like, damn, bro, like you too, damn, bro, you too, damn, bro,
Think
you
about
too. Like,
think about how
you know what I'm
DJ
saying?
Khaled feels right now. All his
Listen, I'm
artists
just
are
gonna go.
beefing.
I'm gonna go down the list. Jay-Z fucking with Beyonce when she was underage, when he was 28. That's when they met. Foxy Brown. He was fucking with her at like 16 years old. Pedophile. Who the fuck else? Kanye West. They say he got them fucking rape charges with that girl now. Weirdo. Timbaland wanted to leave when she was underage. Pedophile. Like, bro, I'm like, yo, the dream. Fucking, I love his songs. Now what you did to that girl now? Oh my gosh, Drake. I mean, I don't want to believe that one. I'm just like, I don't know. Who are the ones that still they're okay people? That's what I want. Is J. Cole still cool? I'll take him.
He's still cool. He's still solid.
J. Cole, I'll take J. Cole. Can't do Tory. I think Tilla's pretty good. Yeah, no Tory. I think Tilla's pretty still. That's the real issue. There's a lot of artists I would want to work with, but it's like, damn, I can't. This type of person I am. I agree with forgiveness, and I agree with like people learn from their ways. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like I don't even know if I should say all this shit.
To an extent.
Yeah. Okay, a person like Chris Brown. I respect him. I think he's one of the greatest artists ever. You know what I'm saying? I think that people are holding the shit that he did against him for way too long. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like at a certain point we're supposed to just say, hey, this man grown past this point. In the exact same breath, none of my friends have ever beaten the shit out of a girl before. None of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang around people like that. And I'm just like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, Kodak, he got them rape charges. None of my friends, to my knowledge, is rapists. You know what I'm saying? I can forgive you all I want, but I'm just like, in real life, I don't hang around them kind of people. And I'm not even saying I'm judging. I'm saying we can forgive Chris Brown. It's been, and Jit was like 19 at that point. And the exact same breath is kind of like, shit, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just, one, I don't know these people. So maybe I just like, if you talk to them and like really get to know them, it's the situations and opinions might change. But as of this very moment, it's just like, man, I don't know.
Yeah. I remember this one Jack Harlow song. That's a little side note now, but there was Jack Harlow song, his recent album that he dropped, and I forgot what it was called, but through the song, he was listing off 3 different homies that went through a different situation. So, homies that he used to be homies with, and he comes back home
Mm-hmm.
and hears about their situation, and he's like, when you ask about it, like that guy that we used to do,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of
Yeah,
found
I
out
know.
about things about him.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what? That's wild. Just kind of imagining your closest friends. You come back, you find out, yo,
Mm-hmm.
that's wild. There's a whole lot of stuff going on
Yeah.
in this industry right now.
But like Cat Williams opened up a Pandora's box and everybody
I
getting
was,
exposed, right?
I was about to say Cat Williams done started it off.
Yeah. He just like, this is the year of exposure. That's why I'm just like, Jay-Z, you next, man. I hope you ain't got nothing inside the closet.
I'm trying to make sure I'm good on my side.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing going on.
Make
I'm good
sure I
over
ain't got
here.
no dirt on my name.
I ain't got nothing good. I ain't got nothing over here.
I'm a
I
good
ain't got
man. I
nothing.
stay in the house. I
Mm-hmm.
don't go nowhere. I don't want to come outside.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. All right. I got another serious question. What's the definition of success to you?
I mean, like in life or like one specific area.
Life.
Life.
Anything, really.
I can eat. My family can eat. We all healthy and happy. That's for that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything else is just extra.
That's some real shit. Let that marinate. Let that marinate. Let that sit. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta eat. Not just food. Bread up.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure everybody's stable.
Mm-hmm.
Family first. That's right. Alright. So what would you say is your The best era of music. When I say era, man, you can go as far back as Beethoven. You know, I don't. You can go as far back as you want, or you can bring it up a little bit. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or now.
Is that the best era?
Yeah.
I mean, can't really say that because I'm just like, bro, I love all music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I started off, I would say like, no, because I grew up with old people, so I go all the way back to the 60s. Honestly, I've been listening to music. I listen to everything. I produce too, so it's like I go back and I sift through shit. I can find appreciation in all art forms. I don't give a fuck if it's made yesterday by some 16-year-old kid. If it's fire, it's fire. Like I can't really say like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just always good. Like I can't really say it's like one era that was greater than the next. It's all just different.
Mm-hmm.
People just get like they get stuck in what they in their good years, and it was like this is the best era. I'm just like, nah, bro. I explore music. I like country shit. I'll listen to some fucking
Mm-hmm.
rock and roll shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to whatever. If it's fire, it's fire in my opinion.
Yeah, I listen to country too, because people be like, oh, "You listen to country?" Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they be having them stories. Shit, they be talking about shit
I be
too.
going back to listen to some country. I'm like, excuse me. There was a
I'm
song. There was a
also
song.
I definitely listen to some country music.
There was a song. There was a song called
Look
"Hey
at
Joe."
Beyonce.
There was a song I know about called "Hey Joe." I think it was by Hank Williams. He said, "Hey Joe, where'd you find that girly world?" I said, man, just started talking about his best friend. He said, "By the way, your girl fine. I'm finna steal him. I'm finna steal her." I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, you just put that out and said that out loud?"
Yeah, fire.
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
Messy as hell for no damn reason. What's the girl Dolly Parton put
Yeah.
out that she cheated on her man with
Ah,
Charlene?
man. Yeah.
Holly? Some shit.
Jolene.
Yeah, Jolene. There you go.
Jolene.
Messy as hell. Love it.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
fire.
Nah, for real.
I like Beyonce for doing that shit too. She like fucking putting out country albums. I was like,
Yeah.
she just I can do
That
whatever,
was dope.
and y'all
Yeah.
gonna like it.
I mean, she from
Like,
Texas, so rep your stuff, girl.
exactly. I can't beat that.
Yeah.
It's authentic too. It's just like, yeah, you can make country music. You're from Texas. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna say about that?
Yeah.
Love
Same way, Big X the Plug, he straight did a song that he said normally it wasn't his taste, but he came
it.
around to it eventually, and he finally did that song called Texas. And it had
Hmm.
like a country type of beat, but he rapped the fuck out on that shit. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
I like Big S the Plug. He got a dope ass flow. Fire.
yeah, go hard on that. He's very versatile to me. He can hop on anything. And whoever his producers are right now, they're going crazy. Like the
Do
way
you feel
they're
like it's a
using all the
strength though?
samples.
You feel like it's a strength or a weakness?
I feel
Like
like
being able to hop on anything.
that's a strength. That's a big time strength. Like
See, I got a question. So I don't know about that. So I feel two different ways. Yeah, it's good to be versatile. It's good to be able to do a whole lot of different things, but it's also good to have a focus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm thinking like branding and like really making yourself like marketable, whatever it's called, maybe want you to have like a specific focus. Like with all these label deals, there's like which way are we gonna push you in the direction of? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, bro, but I can go from Future, Lil Uzi shit to the Weekend. Like, how the fuck? How do you put that together? It was like you got to pick one. I'm like, I don't want to pick one. You know what I'm saying? But I guess maybe that's my issue. Like maybe that's why it's been so hard to like really get on because it's like they don't know what you do. It's like, are you Bryson Tiller or are you fucking a trap rapper? I'm like, well, it just depends
that's
on
the
the day. To be
problem with
honest with
some
you.
labels. You gotta get that's why you gotta get with the right label if you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Is because these labels want to build you into a certain way. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
You are the artist. You still gotta have control of who you are and how you evolve. The label will just push your shit, whatever it is. You gotta do the rest. That's my opinion. That's how I think it should be set up. You gotta be able to push your shit and evolve your way. The labels just gotta push it how they push it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you present how you present yourself, how you present yourself. You wear what you wear. You say what you say. I mean, I'm not saying say some dumb shit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You come up with the songs you come up with.
I'm like, when I really think about it, it's like, okay, I'm sure. Okay, Tilla's a perfect example. Tilla, that nigga, from what I see, he really sees himself as a rapper, but he just got stuck in the R&B category, and I don't think he can break out of it. You know what I'm saying? He really be trying to rap for real, but it's like, nigga, you a singer. I was like, I don't want to get caught in that kind of. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I feel like that's like a J. Cole. He can't never be a street nigga now because he the conscious one. If he ever wanted to, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard to translate.
yeah.
And it's like, but that's also what made him get on. Like we knew him as a conscious nigga. So it's like, what you gonna listen to J. Cole to get some real deal to the heart type shit? You gonna listen to Kendrick because it's like some, you know what I'm saying, some movement type shit, some political type shit.
Yeah.
You go to people for certain reasons, but what do you do when you have an artist who can do whatever? Is that even a thing? I haven't met it. I haven't seen anything like that. Tory was the best example we got. That nigga was all over the place, but it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that your point on that. Back to kind of Big X Plus, more example too. Um, yeah, it's true. He can hop on any kind of beat, but
He's still a
I
rapper.
think I think yeah, he's still a rapper, and I think what separates him is
I want to see.
what
I want
he's
to see Big
rapping
As the Plug
for.
do the Weekend. If I could see a dude that can rap like Big As the Plug and sing like the Weekend, what the fuck does that look like? That's what I want to see. That'll be like that's my goal right there. I'm like, how can I be Future and Wayne and all them like them hood ass niggas and at the same time sing like Tory Lanez The Weeknd and all that shit? Like, is there a perfect mix between them two? I don't know.
I
I'm gonna
believe
try
there
to
is.
find that.
I believe there is. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to find that shit.
I think you can be versatile and do all this. This kind of beat, this kind of beat, this kind of sound, this kind of sound. But I
Will it
think
work?
I think it can work. I think what just kind of what will separate yourself is what you present, how you deliver, and what you are representing and standing for through your delivery. No matter
Mm.
how the delivery changes up each song, I think that's what can separate yourself from the others about about what you're standing for.
Mm.
That's something I've kind of peeped myself. So we got last two questions, and we got a little fun two little segments we have at the end. We have a would you rather, and we have a first thing comes to mind before we close out. I'm gonna
All
go
right.
ahead and kill off these last two main questions. So second to last one would be, if you didn't do music, what do you think you would do?
That's really about it, bro. This is the reason
Yeah,
for getting up in the morning. I
yeah.
mean, I would say there's a plan for it. Like, first be a musician, then try to be a movie star. I don't know, then maybe try to run for mayor of Tampa. You never know.
I don't know. It could all work out. You could do it all. At the same time, overlap it.
Nah.
Chill.
No, it could be possible.
Now there
It
was this.
could
I
be.
remember this one TV series. It didn't get too many seasons. It only got one season, or it was a mini series. But it was this person who was a local rapper, who got elected for mayor.
Yeah.
That's
Shit,
pretty
look at
wild.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That nigga was the mayor of California, right? No, the governor.
That's
Mayor?
wild.
Governor?
I think it was mayor.
He was something.
I think it
Mayor.
was mayor. That's wild.
Yeah, he was something. That's wild as fuck. He can do it, I can do it. That's what I say.
Right. Nah, if Ronald Reagan become a freaking president.
That part. Even Trump. That was the nigga we used to watch on TV and shit. I was like, you? All right, fuck it. That's crazy.
Right. Oh, shoot. This world's crazy. You never know till you know.
Yeah,
Y'all stay highly advised out here, you feel me?
that part.
Now, we got the last question. Are there any artists you want to shout out?
Shout out Tom. Shout out Big Brit. Shout out Swavor Millie. Shout out D Slugga. Shout out LL Cool Nate. Shout out OA Mark. Shout out Benar up in Atlanta. Shout out Easy. Shit. Shout out OG. ODG. Shout out Big Stepper, Free the Boy. Shout out Uncle Sam, Free the Boy. Who else? Damn, that's a whole lot. Anybody I forgot, shout out to.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you already know. Y'all know the drill. Anyone to shout out? in the description. Y'all gotta check him out. Every single buddy. Same thing with us. Same thing with him. You gotta check it out. Y'all already know the drill. Get to it. Like, subscribe also. Like, subscribe to this shit.
Shout out q.foe too. That's my dog.
Feel me?
Yeah. Gotta remember.
Feel me? Already. And we're moving on. Would you rather? Would you rather see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Like consistently or just one time?
Yeah, anytime. Consistency.
Like anytime?
Yeah.
I don't want to know 100 years. We probably won't even be around. Let's see 10 minutes. I gotta know what you're about to say before you say it.
Yeah.
If somebody about to pull up at Walmart and start shooting and shit, let me know that shit 10 minutes before.
Right.
That shit. Right. Hey, I don't think you want to go that way, dog. That should be fine.
You're gonna be driving with your homies and be like, bro, why you pulling over? There's gonna be a cop behind us.
For real. Oh my god, bro, you can really do some shit with that kind of. You can see 10 minutes to the future. You probably rob a bank and get away with it. Cause what they gonna do? I know what you finna do in 10 minutes. I know where they finna be at. Listen, dog, we got 8 minutes and 7 seconds left to get the fuck up out of here. I'm with it. I want that.
Dang.
That's fire.
Hold on. The world's about to end, but you see it 10 minutes before. What do you do in 10 minutes?
Call my mom. The fuck? Gotta go home. Okay. I love you. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
First thing I do.
Dang. Wait.
You know you muted, right?
You see on the news your favorite rapper's about to die. You can do it 10 minutes before. How do you stop? Are you gonna stop it? Or are you just gonna kind of let it happen?
That's the thing. Usually when it hits the news, it's too late. I would have to know like right before it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like when it hit the news, it's already like 3 or 4 hours too late.
Yeah.
Now if it's live action, I'll see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where he at. I don't know.
Yeah. Damn.
You would need to like rewind time for that one. That's a whole different power.
You wouldn't lose. There's no way you can lose anything unless you forget stuff. Because then you'll be like, you'll see it like, you know you're gonna lose it. It's like, all right, I'm not losing this.
Mm-hmm.
Amount of things with that, it'd be crazy. All right. Would you rather eat spaghetti with cigarette ashes in it, or Cocoa Pebbles with dead roaches in it?
What's a Cocoa Pebble? Like cereal?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with roaches. Let's do the other one. Cigarette ashes. That makes sense. Just give it like a little bit of smoky flavor.
Yeah, it won't hurt. I mean, the realest of cooks be smoking in the kitchen anyways.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. Made with love.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to read minds or move things with your mind?
Read minds. Easy. I know who hating on me.
Yeah. So
I'm like, this nigga over here.
You can see 10 minutes in the future and you can read minds. You're dangerous.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dog. You can't catch me. Oh my God, I'm robbing every bank. You won't be able to know.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I know you about to press that button. Don't do it.
I know. How you know I was thinking that?
Crazy as hell. Yeah, you'll be like, that's a dangerous superpower. You can take over the world like that.
Yeah. Don't you dare put that on the stove.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna make the house blow up. You can low-key change the future too, like that too.
Yeah. Without even actually being a time, it like, would that affect the?
Okay, so that's the real question.
Time travel.
It's like you can read 10 minutes into the future, or can you change 10 minutes into the future? So that's a whole different thing. If it's like you can just see it and nothing you can do about it is gonna change, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know what's gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you can change it like 10 minutes before, I guess you'll be able to change it because you.
Yeah. I was like, you knowing it should be able to still kind of do something.
I feel
to stop it from happening if it's bad. If it's bad. All right. I'm kind of making these more fresh. I try to switch these up each time because going back around every single time, every single interview, writing new ones is crazy. All right. Would you rather wear a jacket made of nails or shoes made of hot coal?
So the jacket made of nails. The nails can be facing the opposite way, right?
They could be.
That's pretty fire. That shit pretty fire. I'll do that. That's real. That's some dangerous ass shit right there. I wouldn't be able to put my hands down though. That shit would hurt.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Yeah, probably I'd be up like this the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be hard. That would be hard. Okay. Okay. Would you rather spray water, sewer water, onto to clean your new shoes, or if you had to, if this was the only thing you had left to other than that to clean your shoes, Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
The sewer water or the Sprite? Which one you clean your shoes with?
Sprite can get it right.
Yeah, that lemon does some wonders.
Yeah, that shit it's gonna be sticky afterwards. It's gonna clean it off.
Oh yeah. We got the would you rather. We got the would you rather done. We got the would you rather. So we got first thing come to mind. Pretty simple. I'm gonna say one word. You say whatever come to mind real quick. All right, we got color.
He said what?
Color.
Color red.
Place.
Ybor.
Country.
Bahamas.
Food.
Macaroni and cheese.
Smell.
Gucci cologne.
Okay. Sound.
Fire alarm.
Okay. Song.
Exit 42.
Shoe.
Air Force Ones.
Team.
Bucks.
Hero.
Goku.
Okay. That closes this out. That closes everything out really. Now, before I really close it out, I do want to ask, do you, Key, have any questions for him?
You muted still.
Wish you would have told me I would have prepared some questions for you. But let me see. Let me think of something good. Let's see. What are like some other hobbies that you have outside of music?
Hobbies?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I just took up dancing, so I'm like, I might get better at that pretty soon. I be going out a lot. I be partying, trying to. I can draw pretty well. Yeah, I drew my tattoo. Oh, you can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I drew my tattoos. I'm cute up. We doing a whole bunch of brush shit. Tampa Conclave next week. Or this week, really.
Okay. Cool. Okay. What's your favorite food? Just a random one.
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese. Okay, you bet.
Mm-hmm.
Guessing your favorite color was red?
Absolutely.
Yep. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll drink to that. Y'all already know the vibes. Now, remember, y'all be safe. Taking the exit 42. Y'all already know. Take the slight turn over there. Don't forget, you got the Popeyes over there somewhere. Probably McDonald's, something off the cut. Go get some food while you at it before you head to the crib. Wee Man's over there at the DD's.
Man, I don't even know. They got a cookie. Just got a cookies like a couple months ago.
Feel me? See? Y'all already know the vibes. Me, Big T, Key STAAXZ, and K-Luv. Yes, Lord. Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
it. Doses.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, you too, man. All right.
Summer's over, and it feel like we won't make it too far. I don't know what you want. You used to be kind, you were mine, now you're gone. And the text is getting slower, and it's feeling like I'm holding on. You always on the go, and now you're the one I'm focused on. Was happy on my own, and now I'm the one that's tripping. Remember, I ain't wanna deal with it. Just think that I'm missing what we used to have. Oh, another feeling is over. I'm still reminiscing.